Hello, everyone. This is Media Master Jacob, established 2004, and welcome to the continuation of the Unboxing Time with Jacob two-parter, including episodes 9 and 10 of the series. So, if you missed out on the last video, then you were misfortunate enough to miss me taking a look at many DVDs and two video games that are new to the collection, which are Mud Glorious Mud, I Love Binu, the complete season 2, the complete season 5, both of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Team Up with Thomas, Band Together from Lalaloopsy, Safari Friends from Tupi and Binu, Every Pony's Favorite Frights, Magical Movie Night, the complete season 3 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, A Zephyr Heights Mystery, and Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. And in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the remaining items that I will be taking a look at. So I'll put all these DVDs and video games off to the side for the time being, and then we'll get started with our next item for this two-parter and the first item for this video. Okay, so to start off episode 10 of Unboxing Time with Jacob, I'm going to be taking a look at the remaining DVDs that I got as birthday presents for my birthday. So I already looked at the complete season 3, and now it's time to take a look at a DVD outside of the complete season's releases. The next one for this two-parter is Hearts and Hooves. This is one of the later releases from Friendship is Magic, and this one is a very unique one, which I'll explain in a moment. But let's get this open, and then I'll take a look at it. So if you guys are watching this one before episode 9, I'll just go over what I said last time. The Unboxing Time with Jacob videos are a series of videos that I do where I keep stuff in its original packaging up until a certain point, and when the time comes around when I take a look at them, I save everything until then and look at it all in this video at the same time. So now that I've gotten Hearts and Hooves out of the packaging, let's take a look at it. So the reason why so it was one of my birthday presents, and I was actually very lucky to get this for my birthday. But real quick, the episodes are Simple Ways, Hard to Say Anything, The Perfect Pair, The Mod Couple, and The Breakup Breakdown. And it also contains a bonus music video. And I was very excited to get this because this DVD is the last one to feature all new episodes of the series. This was the last one to This is the only one to feature season 8 episodes, and the other 24 remained off of releases. Here's the disc for the DVD, and along with it are Candy Heart stickers. And there are 24 of them, and that's all what's in here aside from the DVD itself. But I'm just going to say this is a very unique release to be the last one to feature new episodes from the series, considering that possibly around this time, Season 9 was still airing. And the fact that 24 episodes of Season 8 and 26 episodes of Season 9 remained off of DVD releases feels just criminal. But regardless, I'm very glad to have this in my collection. Considering that the Valentine's Day is not one of my favorite holidays, but the holiday specials are pretty good, that's really saying something. Oh, but this is certainly one that I'm going to be excited to take a look at sometime in the future. So that is Hearts and Hooves. And if you guys are unaware of what I do with everything with all the trash that I do, I keep it off to the side until the end, and once everything is over and done with, I take a look at all of the trash that is accumulated through the past 2 videos. So anyway, that's Hearts and Hooves. I'll just clear everything out of the way, and then we'll move on to our next 2 items. Okay, now it's time for the next 2 releases. And you might be wondering why I'm covering 2 in this segment. Well, one of them is an item that is not newly sealed, and the other one is. But I feel like it would be a waste to feature an unsealed one in this segment and move on to the next one featuring one that isn't newly sealed. So I'm going to take a look at the unsealed one first, and then I'm going to take a look at the sealed one, because it would just be a waste of a segment. So the next release is Dora's Royal Rescue. This is a DVD that I did not have at the time, and the reason why I was looking for it is because it contains a very good duo of episodes. The episodes on this release are Dora's Royal Rescue and Dora's Knighthood Adventure, and both are a very good combination of episodes. A DVD with only 2 episodes on it can make or break a DVD, but this one manages to be a very good one. Here's the disc for the DVD itself. And I'll just take a look at the disc of the DVD real quick. And yes, it's in good condition. So this one is a pretty good release to own, and I'm glad that I now have it in my collection, which is something I'm relieved about. So I'll just put that off to the side, and now it's time for the next item, which is a newly sealed one. So this next item is a DVD named Spills and Chills and Other Thomas Thrills. This is another one that I did not have at the time, and the whole reason why I wanted this was because not just for my collection, but also an upcoming video, I will go over some other time. And this is aside from Trackside Tunes and Christmas Wonderland, this one is the last one in terms of the releases that I do not have for my collection, because every other release, Cranky Bugs, Races, Rescues, and Runaways, and Make Someone Happy, I do have already either on VHS or on DVD. And there's another another one of these stickers preventing someone from opening the DVD if they unseal it. So let me just get this. So let me just handle this real quick. And I'll just be I'll be with you guys momentarily. So in the meantime, I'll just go over why what the future video is, and what the future video involved in this release is. Well, I don't want to give away anything too big, but I'll just explain. But it will be revealed in the next X review video, if not a future video whether if it's a future video regarding another release. Now, all right, that's all. All right, I think I got it now. So now let's take a look at it. So, Spills and Chills and Other Thomas Thrills is a very unique release, as it started out as a VHS with a unique bonus feature to it. The episode, and by the way, the episodes are Toby's Discovery, Rusty and the Boulder, Duncan Gets Spooked, Stepney Gets Lost, Haunted Henry, and Sir Topham Hatt's Holiday. And there's also 2 bonus songs on it, which are Every Cloud Has a Silver Lining, which is on the original release, and Night Train, which is the bonus episode for this release only. Which is kind of disappointing, but hey, that's something I live with. And this release is a very unique one, as it features a bonus trailer on specific copies of the VHS. Here's the disc from the DVD, by the way, and the pamphlet, which I'm pretty sure features everything there is to know about the DVD itself. And what I mean by this is that if someone were to find a specific blue copy of Spills and Chills with a sticker label that features Thomas on it, and if you know which one I'm talking about, you'll know which one it is. And if you were to find an HGV Productions Video Productions Incorporated tape, then it would feature the Thomas and the Magic Railroad trailer on it. And I know this based on research online. If you know this information, also know this information, just let me know. But overall, that's going to be these 2 releases. It's very nice to feature a unsealed one and a formerly sealed one in the same segment, and these are very welcome additions to the collection. So I'll just clear off all the trash, and then I'll just clear off all the trash that is accumulated from this segment, and then we'll move on to the next item. All right, we're moving right along. The next item, which is the final of the birthday presents, is a sealed copy of Pony Trick or Treat. This is another one of the later releases that I did not have, and when I got it as a birthday present, it was partially opened, but it was still somewhat sealed. So let me get this open, and then I'll take a look at it. All right. And this is another one that I've been looking for, and now I have it in my collection. All right, I managed to get it unsealed. And yep, just had to double check. And all right, let's get into it. So this release is possibly, if I'm not mistaken, the last of the Halloween releases for Friendship is Magic, and and it is a pretty unique release for that reason alone. And just to give you guys the idea, the episodes on it are 28 Pranks Later, Campfire Tales, To Change a Changeling, Shadow Play Part 1, and Shadow Play Part 2. And there's no bonus song on it, but hey, it's something we live with. And it's a very unique number of episodes. It's a very unique amount of episodes because there is a possibility that some of them might not be Halloween releases. All right. Oh, okay. So right here we have the disc for the DVD. There's also glow in the dark tattoos, and it says that they are temporary tattoos, and as it turns out, they are the logo for the show, as well as the other 6 are the cutie marks of the main 6. And that's not the only thing that also comes with the DVD, as it also contains the books that are outside of the series, and it looks like they all contain the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and it also features the advertisements for Spooktacular Ponytails and Every Pony's Favorite Frights, with the former of which I already own, and the latter of which I've taken a look at in the previous video. So that's definitely something. So here's a look at the release altogether inside. And yeah, that pretty much covers it. So it really does surprise me that I was able to get at the complete Season 3 Hearts and Hooves, Royal Rescue, Spills and Chills, and Pony Trick or Treat for my birthday, considering the fact that it was between both Valentine's Day and Halloween, with one being closer to my birthday than the other. But still, it's just how things go. So I'll move this release off to the side, clear off the trash, and then we'll move on to the next items for this video. Okay, it's time to look at the next items for this video. So the next items are going to be in the same package. This is the package that all 5 are in, and yeah, this is gonna be a bit difficult for me to look at. So I'll just get this unboxed, and then I'll take a look at it. So this one is a very unique one, as I ordered these 5 releases from the same person, and and the whole reason why I got them was because they were I did not own them, and and if you guys remember when in my previous in episodes 7 and 8 of Unboxing Time with Jacob, you would have known that I previously looked at Strawberry Shortcake Berry Strawberry Shortcake Berry in the Big City, the complete season 1. And if I got that mixed up with Berry Bitty Adventures, when in reality they were 2 completely different in series, then it's just something that happens. And if you guys are bothered by the fact that I'm not unboxing this package on screen, well, the reason why is because I feel like it's better if I do it off screen, because it wouldn't be a good idea to unbox it on camera because it's because this package is actually an actual box that the next items for this video are in. And I know this is something that you weren't expecting, but it is what it is. Okay, so I think I got it open. And what's inside of it? Well, let's take a look. Okay, so I'll just get the what's inside of it out of the way. And oh, this is a unique batch of releases that I've not yet covered. So let's get them out of there. All right. And then let's take a look at them. So this quintet of releases are what one would call the 4 CGI specials for Berry in the Big City, as well as Berry in the Big City, the complete season 2. So, and all of them are newly sealed, so I'll take a look at them and unseal them one DVD at a time. So I'll just set these all up so you all can see them. And then I'll take a look at them one at a time. So I'm going to be going in order of when they were released, starting with this one right here, Strawberry Shortcake's Spring Spectacular. And the reason why I'm going in order based on release is because this is the order they were released, this is the order that they were released in according to the research that I did about them. So, all right. Okay, that one's unsealed, so now let's get into it. So, okay, so Strawberry Shortcake Spring Spectacular is the name of the first one, and I've seen the specials for that either take place before or after seasons of Berry in the Big City. And this one is a pretty unique one, and I was actually very lucky to get all of them at once. And it's pretty amazing to believe that. There's the disc for the DVD, and there's also advertisements for several brands that were released by N-Circle Entertainment. And in case I'm saying, in case you guys haven't heard, I said N-Circle Entertainment. That's the name of that's the name of the company that advertises the DVDs for Barry in the Big City, and and its specials from this version of Strawberry Shortcake. So that's Spring Spectacular. So moving on, we now have Strawberry Shortcake Summer Vacation, and all of these specials contain the specials of the same names, and Barry in the Big City, the complete season 2 contains all 40 episodes of the season, which I will get to momentarily. And there we go. And if many of you weren't looking forward to me taking a look at 5 newly sealed items one by one, then I apologize, but it is what it is. Okay, almost done. Okay, there we go. So right here is Strawberry Shortcake's Summer Vacation. This is the last of the specials, but it's the second one to be released on DVD. And it's pretty amazing to see that this special, as well as Spring Spectacular, were released on DVD before the other two, which we'll see momentarily. Like the last one, there's advertisements from N-Circle Entertainment and the disc itself. And I'm not really sure if this is the same for all, if there are going to be advertisements from the distribution company on all these, but we'll soon see. But yeah, that covers Summer Vacation. Oh, oops. Well, that's fine, because it is what it is. Okay, next up is Strawberry Shortcake, Barry in the Big City, the complete season 2. Here let me just get this open, and then I'll take a look at it. I know this isn't what you guys expected, but it is what it is. So, now that I've gotten it unsealed, here is the release. And here's the back of it. So, because it is what it is, and we need to get this done in a rapid fire, the episodes on it are the following. So, here's the rapid fire. A Berry Perfect Kind of Day Part 1, A Berry Perfect Kind of Day Part 2, Fruit Leg Alley, Purple Protege, Scarioki, Save the Pumpkins, Delivery Berries, Traffic Jam, Foam Alone, Berry Bounty Bolt, All About Lemon, Snowasis, Mission Unfrostable, The Magic Is You, Best New Year's Ever, Pets to the Rescue, The Mint Gala, Figgy Pudding, Superberry, All in the Palm, Adventures in Berry Sitting, Bad Day Blues, Granola Crunch, Strawberry Nightmare, Lemon Lime Back in Time, The Case of the Missing Spoon, Strawberry Bake Fail, Berry Competitive, Music in Our Hearts, Parking Problems, Find Your Voice, Fashion Forward, Slumber Party, The Cricket, The Legend of Crystal Cupcake, Sweet and Sour, Peculiar Purple Partner Part 1, Peculiar Purple Partner Part 2, Let's Go to the Movies, and Let the Good Times Roll. And if you guys notice on this release, Let the Good Times Roll is the last episode of the season, but it's between Pets to the Rescue and the Mint Gala. And all episodes, starting with the Mint Gala, are pushed down by 1. And I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if it's the same for this DVD, but because I will be looking at this sometime in the future, I'll be going through the episodes in order rather than how they're listed on the DVD. Here's the disc for the DVD itself and the advertisements as said earlier. Okay, so that's the complete season 2. And now it's on to the next one. Next up is Strawberry Shortcake and the Beast of Berry Bog. All right, now to get this unsealed. And then to get it open. All right, so now we have the first special for this version of Strawberry Shortcake. And I was very excited when I first watched this, and I was blown away by what I saw. And it really does go to show how a special could go all out in whether if it's the first one or every other that came after. Like, yet again, here's the disc for the DVD, as well as the advertisements for the 4th time. Man, this is if it's gonna be the same for all 5 of them, I'll actually be surprised. But regardless, that's the Beast of Berry Bog. And last but not least is Strawberry Shortcake's Perfect Holiday, which might be my favorite of the 4 specials alone. Let me get this. Okay, now that it's open. Let's take a look at it. Okay, just gotta get this unsealed. And there we go. Hold on. All right, let me just double check real quick. Okay, I think that's all right. I checked and it should be good. So, Strawberry Shortcake's Perfect Holiday, as I said, is my favorite of the four CGI specials, and I'm just gonna say it was a very good one. Like many specials that come before or after it, it may be full of flaws, but you can actually have a release that is still good despite the flaws and is 100%. It's kind of like having a which can be said if an episode is the best of a bad season that isn't 100% perfect. And I'm really looking forward to reviewing this DVD when I eventually get around to doing it. And as usual, there is advertisements and the DVD for the release. Man, it's 5 in 1 segment. I'm actually surprised. And I'm not even mad. I'm just very impressed by that. So even though you guys never expected the fact that even though you guys never expected me to, even though you guys did not expect me to look at all 5 releases individually in the same segment, it's still pretty good to see that I almost have the entirety of the Strawberry Shortcake Berry in the Big City DVD collection complete. All that's left is season 3. And it might end up making it into the next 2 unboxing time with Jacob videos, unless things change. But anyway, that's all 5 of these reviewed. I'll clear off all the trash. I'll put these DVDs off to the side, and then we'll move on to our next item. All right, now that I've covered a quintet of DVDs, it's time to move on to another one. So the next item is this one right here. And this contains another release that I did not have at the time. So I'll just get this open, then I'll take a look at it. So, looks like it. Oh, this looks like a promising one. Oh yeah, it is. It's another one that I do not have. So, if you guys know my collection, I have a DVD that has the same title, but this is a different one and completely separated from it. So, this one is the Best of Tupi and Binu Christmas Edition. And this is one that I've wanted for a long time as well. And the reason why is because I do not have it. I'm a completionist for Tupi and Binu releases, and this is one that I had to get. The episodes on it are Big Bad Christmas, the holiday mini-movie. Then there's Christmas Eve, Tupi's Story, Four Seasons, Snowflakes, Binu's Island, Tupi's Present, Santa Tupi, and Tupi Surprise. And there's also a bonus episode from Tupi and Binu Vroom Vroom Zoom, which is the Snowstorm. And it also contains the Christmas karaoke video songs from which are the bonus music videos. It also contains other bonus features but other than that, it's a pretty unique release. And this is another one that I've been looking for a long time now, and I'm just checking the disc to see that it's good, and it is. And real quick, here is the disc for the DVD itself, and I'm actually glad that I have it. Similar to Safari Friends, this is a release that I did not have, and I'm very glad that I now have it. However, even though it's called the Best of Tupi and Binu Christmas Edition, but there's already a DVD called The Best of Tupi and Binu. So, but regardless of that, I will still take a look at this sometime in the future, and I'm really looking forward to covering it, especially because it contains a bonus episode of from Vroom Vroom Zoom and the mini movie, which I've already covered. However, I'm going to be sometime in probably during the next year, I'm going to be re-reviewing Let's Celebrate, because I feel like that my original review on it doesn't really make a whole, doesn't really work, and I don't think I've reviewed it, and I'm pretty sure I haven't reviewed it exactly how I should have. But regardless, that's for another time. Overall, and as for the Best of Tupi and Binu Christmas Edition, it's also one that I'm also looking forward to looking at, and it is what it is. Overall, so that wraps up this segment featuring the Best of Tupi and Binu Christmas Edition. I'll clear all of the trash off to the side, and then we'll move on to the next item. All right, we're moving right along. The next item is another online item, and it is this one. And if you guys are familiar with the last video, you'd notice that I took a look at Team Up with Thomas. And this one is another, and if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm mistaken, this might be another Season 12 release. But without further delay, let's take a look. So, all right, that was another clean open. And up, yep, it is. So this one, it might not be as good as Team Up with Thomas, but it's still a very good one. So if you guys are familiar with Season 12, you'd know that this release is Percy and the Bandstand. This is the only Season 12 DVD that I did not have, and the episodes that are on it are ones that I grew up with only on Treehouse TV back when Season 12 was airing. And unless I'm mistaken, the whole reason why I didn't own it was probably because my family didn't buy anything new related to Thomas after getting Railway Friends, High Speed Adventures, and Team Up with Thomas. But anyways, the episodes on it are Toby's Special Surprise, Duncan and the Hot Air Balloon, The Man in the Hills, and Percy and the Bandstand. And it also contains the 3 read-along stories as well. And despite this one not being as good, it's still a release that I do not have in my collection, and it's something that is still unique regardless. And The DVD also contained a bonus insert which featured the following advertisements. Advertisements featuring merchandise for Hero of the Rails, as well as the DVD itself, which I already own. It also contains advertisements for DVDs that were being released around this time. And while it is a little torn, it's something I live with. And I don't yet have Call in the Crew and Built for Fun, and I do, and of course Percy and the Bandstand is the one I'm looking at right now. And School Days is the only other one that I also have. And as for the other DVDs, 3 of them I'm not going for as of right now, but the only one I'm missing out of the ones I am looking for is Trick or Treat Tales. And on the back of it, it also features advertisements for Shaun the Sheep and Wallace and Gromit, and promotions for the shows that for the Hit Entertainment owned shows that aired on Treehouse during this time. Pretty surprising. And the pamphlet is not in the best condition, as there's a tear in it, but hey, that's something I live with. And what's very curious is that on the Hero of the Rails side, if one were to take a look closely, it's not the regular Hero in terms of the wooden railway engine. It's actually the Lost and Found Hero, which was also being sold around that time, unless I'm mistaken. And if you were wondering what was going on behind the scenes, I was checking the DVD to see if it had what condition it was in. But regardless, it is in good condition, and that's something I'm glad of. Here's the disc for the DVD itself. And even though I am looking for a Lionsgate copy of Railway Friends, I am almost the collection of season 12 releases in my home media collection is almost complete. The only one I'm missing is High Speed Adventures. And it will be a matter of time before I look at Team Up with Thomas and Percy and the Bandstand, but regardless, it's something I'm looking forward to. So I'll just clear everything out of the way, and then we'll move on to the next item. If any of you are familiar with episodes 7 and 8 of Unboxing Time with Jacob, then you would know that I previously looked at the complete season 1 of the TV series Monster High. Well, this next release contains the continuation of that series. The next DVD in this unboxing video is the complete season 2 of Monster High. This is another DVD that I did not have up until now, and the whole reason, and it's basically a continuation of season 1. The episodes are listed on the back, and this is the final newly sealed item that I'm going to be taking a look at in this video, because the remaining 3 are basically the releases that came from online. So, and because I haven't said this yet, I got this from a Sunrise Records. And it definitely goes without saying that it was definitely getting season 1 was definitely something that I had to was something that I had to own on DVD. But as for this season, it's another welcome addition. However, like season 1, it's a multi-disc set, and these are the episodes that are from the season that are on the back. I won't be able to get through them all, but feel free to pause the video and read at your own pace. And I know showing those episodes for a good amount of time is something that is unique and odd, but I figured that it was something I had to do, considering that it was necessary. And it says it is 7 hours and 32 minutes, which might be the longest, although I'd have to check. But anyway, here are the discs for the DVD. So yeah, that is the complete season 2 of Monster High. So this means I now have both seasons of the animated Monster High series. And if it isn't obvious, if I hadn't made it clear enough, that wraps up. If I hadn't said it before, if I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. That wraps up the newly sealed items for this video. So now I just have 3 more online items to look at, and then that wraps up the video. So I'll clear off all the trash, and then we'll move on to the next item. Okay, now it's time to take a look at the first of the 3 remaining items for this unboxing time with Jacob 2-parter. So, our next item is right here, and it is in this box. This is another release that I do. In this box is a VHS that I did not have up until I got it. So let's take a look at it. And the box is not in the best condition, but I'm pretty certain that doesn't. But I'm pretty certain that's nothing to be bothered by, because who knows, because there's still the release to take a look at. Oh, look. Okay, this is gonna take a little bit, so I'll just try to get it out off screen for a little bit. Oh, okay, I think I got it. Okay, so okay, almost there. Okay, I got it. All right, let me just unwrap it, and then we'll see it in just a moment. Oh, got a good view of it, and okay, this is a unique one. So, all right. So, the first of the 2 VHS tapes for this video, and this unboxing time with Jacob two-parter is a VHS copy of Thomas's Snowy Surprise and Other Adventures. I do already own this on DVD, and now I have the VHS of the release. And the cover of this is pretty interesting, as it is a very unique one. So the episodes on this one are It's Only Snow, Jack Frost, Toby Had a Little Lamb, all from season 6, Snow from season 5, which are all narrated by Alec Baldwin, and then there's Thomas's Christmas Party from season 1 and Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree from season 2, narrated by George Carlin. As seen right here, the storytellers are Baldwin and Carlin. And the bonus music video on this release is Winter Wonderland. And when I got I noticed that the cover of this says Thomas's Snowy Surprise, when in reality that's It's Only Snow. I really don't understand why that happened, but that doesn't change anything, and it's only snow. So that's something that is unique enough to me. So here's the tape for the release, and it looks to be in good condition. So that's something that I'm glad of. And the tape and the cover of the tape itself is not it may be a little out of shape, but I can fix it up very easily. So overall, that's Thomas's Snowy Surprise. It's a very welcome addition to the collection, and I'm very glad to have it. So I'll just clear all of the trash off to the side, and then we'll take a look at the next item for this, at the second to last item for this video. Okay, now it's on to the second to last item. So, this one is also a VHS, and here it is. So it's inside of this box, and the box has a small dent in it, but that's something I can live with. And this is another one that is inside of a box, so I'm going to be taking a look at this off screen. I'm going to be unboxing this off screen, and once I find its footing on this, then I'll open it up and then take a look at it on camera. So, whilst I handle this, I'm just going to say that this release is another one of the season 6 releases. If you guys are aware, I already owned Chocolate Crunch, and as you guys know, there's Snowy Surprise. However, there are the other releases that have season 6 episodes that I either already own on VHS and DVD that have season 6 episodes in some odd way. Alright, I think I got it open, so let's take a look at it. Alright, so there it is now. So I'll just get it out, and then we'll take a look. Oh, okay, we got a good view of the release itself. And Okay, this is another one I don't have in my collection yet. So I'll just clear the trash off to the side. And now we have this one. So this is the other VHS that I had for this video, and this is Salty's Secret and Other Thomas Adventures. This is another release that I do not have on DVD, and the whole reason why I got it is because I saw it for a very good deal, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get it for my collection. And while I don't have the DVD yet, it's definitely one I'm looking for. The episodes on it are Salty's Secret, Harvey to the Rescue, No Sleep for Cranky, The Fogman, A Bad Day for Harold, and Elizabeth the Vintage Quarry Truck. And this bonus song on it is James the Really Useful Engine. Out of all these episodes, The Fogman is easily the best one. And as for the others, while I'm not looking forward to looking at No Sleep for Cranky and A Bad Day for Harold, the other ones I'm looking forward to seeing. What's confusing about this release, however, is that it features James the Really Splendid Engine, but this episode barely features James, aside from a few moments. What I think would have worked is that they should have featured Down by the Docks on this release and had James the Really Splendid Engine on James and the Red Balloon for it to make it work a little better. Some people might say otherwise, but hey, that's just how I prefer it. Here's the tape for the release, and I will have to check the release itself, but hopefully it plays good. And there might be a few things about it might have some damage on it, but that's something that can easily be fixed. So that covers Salty's Secret. It's one of another new release for the collection. And I'm gonna try to look for the DVD of this release, but other than that, it's a welcome addition. So now we only have one more release to cover. So I'll clear all the trash out of the way, and then we'll move on to our last item for this unboxing time with Jacob two-parter. All right, now it's time to look at the last new addition to the collection in this segment. So the last release that I'm gonna be unboxing in this video is in this package. This is one that I thought that I would never get unless I was very fortunate enough, but now it's in my collection, so let's take a look at it. So let me just get this open, and then I'll take a look at it. Okay, I think I got it open. All right. Oh, okay, I got it a little bit open. I'm probably doing this wrong again, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay, I'm just gonna get this open just a little bit more. All right, I think I got it. Oh, okay, wait, hang on. Okay, it's out of its package, and what is in here is one that is exclusive online, and I thought I wasn't gonna get it in stores, but now I have it. So let's take a look at it. So let's take a look. So I'll just get it open a little bit, and that should do. Okay, wait, hold on, just one more time. Okay, I think I got it. Wait, hang on. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, just up a little bit more. Oh, all right. I think I got it. Okay. Okay, off to the side. And whoa, I cannot believe it. This is the one that I've been looking forward to looking at for the entire two-parter. So let me just get this unsealed. Let me just get this unsealed, and then I'll take a look at it. So, if you guys are familiar with the franchise itself, this is one release that is almost impossible to get anywhere else. The DVD is A Loud House Christmas Collection, which features A Loud House Christmas and a separate collection under the name A Very Loud Christmas, which are both on the same DVD. And this is a online exclusive that can only be found on Amazon, but I found it very fortunately on eBay, and I was very lucky to find it as well. And this is probably the luckiest that I've ever been in trying to get a new home media physical media release. Real quick, here's the disc for the DVD. And it says on the back that A Loud House Christmas is 1 hour and 5 minutes, and the rest of the DVD which features A Very Loud Christmas, is 2 hours and 14 minutes, which equals a total runtime of 3 hours and 19 minutes. And because it doesn't feature them on the release, I'm just going to explain what the episodes and the specials are. They are A Loud House Christmas, 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas, Snow Escape, Snow Newsday, Seasons Cheatings, A Flip Miss Carol, Snow Way Out, Snow Way Down, 11 Louds a Leaping, Funny Business, and Snowboard. And it also features a bonus music video, 12 Days of Christmas. And this is the only release at the time of this video to feature episodes from seasons 7, 6, and 5 of The Loud House, leaving season 4 as the odd one out in terms of the first 7 seasons. So, yeah, I believe that covers A Loud House Christmas Collection. A very unique release, and I'm very glad to have it. So, that wraps everything up. So, now that I've unboxed everything, I'm just gonna have bring everything back on screen, and then I'll close out the video. for this Unboxing Time with Jacob two-parter. Okay, and this is the result. This is what 2 videos worth of VHS tapes, DVDs, and video games looks like to all of you. The past 2 videos have featured me unboxing all of these releases. Some of them are rarer than others, but overall, it really is a unique lineup. But that's not the only thing that is accumulated throughout episodes 9 and 10 of Unboxing Time with Jacob. In this box is all of the trash that is accumulated during the past 2 videos. And it really is a big amount of it. So overall, I'd say that this was a very successful Unboxing Time with Jacob video, and it just goes to show that a lot of new additions can go a long way. So viewers, thanks for watching the episodes 9 and 10 of Unboxing Time with Jacob. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully these releases will be ones that I will be taking a look at sometime during the next year. And stay tuned for the next VHS DVD video game update video, which will feature all of these releases. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.